So Tanay, me recording these videos, they're primarily for your benefit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, so you have access to all the lessons. Okay. You just go to
Mm-hmm.
the my YouTube channel. Oh, not all the lessons, but I give you in the Google Classroom. I put the links into the videos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of you having to read a book, which is very boring, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
literally watch the lessons. You need to watch the lessons because they'll help you to remember all the
Stuff.
uh, all the concepts. Let's not call it stuff. Coding concepts that I've gone over. Okay. So it's so do you understand when we say cumulative? Do you understand what cumulative means?
Wait, what? Say it again.
Cumulative. What do you know what cumulative means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Humility. Humiliative means like you have humility.
No, no, no. That's not. That's not cumulative.
Oh,
When you learn karate, right?
yeah.
When you learn karate, can you do a flying sidekick in the first lesson?
No.
No. So what
Not
do you have to learn how to do first before you can do a flying sidekick?
a normal sidekick.
Right. Very good. You're a smart boy. You have to do a sidekick first. But if you can't remember how to do a sidekick, is the sensei gonna tell you, "Okay, today I'm gonna teach you how to do a flying sidekick"? If you can't do the sidekick,
No.
no, that doesn't make any sense. You're just gonna hurt yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I need you to do the same thing. I need you to I need you to master foundational knowledge, right? You
Mm-hmm.
need to learn. You need to crawl before you can walk, and you need to walk before you can run, right? And then after you learn how to run, then you could run a marathon, right?
Not Master Han.
Yes.
My brother learned first to run, then to walk.
Okay.
He was running all over the place.
Okay. Okay. But your brother's not here. I'm not teaching your brother. I'm teaching you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to master uh, the previous lessons. Because if I have to keep repeating myself and going over the same things over and over and over, then I
You'll
feel
get
bad.
nowhere.
I feel like I'm not teaching anything, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I can't move on to the next. Then I can't move on to the next concept. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, kind of.
If you want, I mean, you're more than welcome to have a cheat sheet and have notes. Okay, I'm not saying you can't do that.
I know.
Real coders use cheat sheets and notes all the time. If you need
I
something
know.
to help you to remember stuff, that's fine. Make a cheat sheet, have notes, use post-it notes. That's fine. Make a poster. That's fine. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
allowed to cheat with
You're not
cheat sheets.
cheating. Cheating. There's no test. There's no grade. Okay.
Ow.
Okay. The other thing I need to let you know is I'm sorry, I'm gonna start to share and I will show you because I need to show you this, right?
Wait, share what? I can already see your screen.
Oh, you can already see my okay. So let me
Oh no,
tell
I
you
can't.
what
No,
the
I
let me
can't see your screen. I'm still on the Google Classroom. I'm sorry.
well
Like
can
the
you flip to
Python.
the Zoom screen?
Okay. Ow.
Okay, so the leaderboard now who's at level none today?
Me?
You. But starting today, do you think you're going to be the only person at level none?
Yes.
No.
No? How many other
No.
people are on level none?
There's going to be another child, and the 12-year-old that's coming in.
Hmm.
12-year-old. What level is he going to start at?
None,
None.
obviously.
Everyone starts at the bottom, right?
Yep.
Am I just going to did I tell you I'm going to make you a level 2?
No.
No. You have to earn that, right?
Yep.
Okay. So there's going to be another boy, 12-year-old boy. It's going to come. He's going to be coming at level none. Okay. What does that mean for you, Tanae?
I don't know.
It's called competition, Tanay.
Oh, wait, what? Oh no,
Oh
no,
no. So you better
no.
step up your game. Do you understand
I
what I'm
hate
saying?
I hate competitions.
Well,
Like
what's the
people
what's
are
the
just
let's talk
people
about
just
this
get
for a
mad
minute.
at each other
Let's
for
no
no
no no.
reason.
Let's well, he's not going to be in the same class.
I know.
So this is a big component of my curriculum. A big component of my curriculum, and I already started to show you, is quiz cards. Okay.
Quiz
You
cards.
have you played Pokemon?
Yep.
Okay, so you know what Pokemon is, right?
Yep.
What is every Pokemon trainer trying to do with their Pokemon deck? What are they trying to do?
Win.
Well, how do they win?
By choosing the right Pokemon.
Right, very good. Right, so they're trying to choose the right. So in my system, I have a base set. Now the Kahoot, the I have a base set of quiz cards, questions and answers
Mm-hmm.
that that's designed to help you learn the concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're the base set, so you use this to build your own set. Okay.
Okay. Build
Here's the
my own
deal.
set of what?
Here's the deal. So every code fighter needs to build their own deck of quiz cards to attack other players. Okay. The
Okay, but
experience points,
how do you?
I get. Listen to me. The experience points that you earn,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be placing them. There'll be experience points that you'll need to fight for. Understood?
So like the trophy is
So
experience points.
you attack, right? That's a surprise, right? So you attack other players with your quiz cards at your own level. Okay. So since they're going to have another level none player, code
Mm-hmm.
fighter, then you will be attacking each other with your own quiz cards. Now, if you just recycled my quiz cards over and over and over, that's not going to be to your benefit because you both know the same quiz cards. Do you know what I'm saying?
But Master Han,
Yes.
how do we make our own quiz cards?
Well, you base them. Well, you base them off of. You base them off of the quiz cards that I have. Okay.
Where are your
Here,
quiz
I'll
cards?
show you an example. Go back to the Python Tutor tab.
Okay. Let's see. Where's the? Gonna go over there. Gonna take a look. Yeah, I'm here.
You know, I'm not too sure if this is.
Can you see me just zipping
No,
around?
I think I did something wrong because it doesn't look like. Because I'm recording, but I don't see that it's actually. Okay, it is recording. Okay, it looks like yes, that's recording. Okay. Okay, so for example, right? For example, let's say let's say Tanay, you're making me dizzy, please. We'll start with something simple, right? So let's say there's a quiz card and it says, you know what, I already made one, so let's go to that. Let's go. So I have a level 0 quiz card that if I
Wait, should I go back to Zoom?
no. Stay in one place. I just need to, I forgot exactly what the question is, so I have to go back to it. So after this, 1 second. I thought I made one. Maybe I didn't. I thought I made one and had it here. I thought I had one. You know what? I'm not seeing it. I don't know what I did. I have one for quiz for level 1. Okay. Well, I'll just start with a simple one. Okay. So let's say we have a quiz card. So that quiz card, you know what a flashcard is, right?
Yeah, they're like cards to help you remember stuff.
Yeah. So one side has a question and then a problem, and the other side will have the answer. So, I call them quiz cards, but they're basically it's a flashcard. So let's say.
Wait, so we have to make our own flashcard?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, well, not now, but eventually, you'll need to make your own. Okay.
Ow.
Trademark.
Ow.
I'm kidding. They're not really trademarked. Costs a lot of money to trademark anything.
Uh,
Okay, so you see my screen, right?
mhm.
Okay. So the quiz cards that you're making, they're not level none quiz cards. They're going to be level 0. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But then they would be
Because
advanced.
these are quiz cards that will help you. My level 1 students, they're gonna be making level 2 quiz cards to help them to get promoted to the next level. Do you
And
understand what
then
I'm saying?
level 3 quiz cards, and then the level 2s will make level 3s and so on.
Well, I mean, they're gonna do both. You're gonna do both. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in making a level none, because level none assumes you don't know anything about coding in the first place. So it would be a waste of time for you to make level none questions.
Master Han.
Yeah.
How exactly do you make one?
I'm showing you. I'm showing you. Okay. So here, so I have a quiz card. It's a level 0. It's a level 0 quiz card, and it's asking you, what does it say?
Code an integer variable.
Okay, very simple. Okay.
Mhm.
So then so I want you to do that. So do that. Code an integer variable today. How do we do that in Python?
You
Don't tell me when you go to karate class. Does the instructor does the sensei wants you to tell him what you can do? You need to show me.
okay?
That'd be really funny if you went to karate class and you said, "Sensei, I can do a flying side kick." I'm not going to show you, but I'm just going to tell you I can do it. Well, integer doesn't have an I, but anyway.
Oh.
But the Python interpreter won't know the difference. It wouldn't know the difference. Well, I think you kind of took that literally. I didn't mean to actually use the word integer. What is an integer, Tanay?
An integer is like a number.
What kind of number? Oh, you don't erase my
Sorry.
stuff.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Okay. What kind of number is an integer?
It's like only it can no decimals. It can only be a positive number or a negative number. No decimal.
How would we say is a whole number? Okay. So how do we code a integer variable in Python? Don't tell me, show me. You can use any variable name. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can use any of the variable names we used before. That's fine. Okay, lock. Okay. So what comes after lock? Okay. Okay. Well, you don't have to get that fancy. I mean, that's your secret lock combination.
No, I don't have a secret lock.
Okay. Now, how would we print that? How would we print that in Python? It wouldn't be on the same line. Right, it would be on a different line. Okay, that's good. You're missing something though. What are we missing?
Brackets.
Well, they're parentheses, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Well, not in front of the print.
Oh.
It wouldn't be in front of print.
It's in front of lock.
Right. It would be around lock, not print.
Sorry. My bad, my hand slipped.
Okay. You need to practice your typing because there will be a timer. Because I don't have an infinite amount of time. So when you get attacked, there'll be a timer.
Wait, when I get attacked?
Yeah.
What does that mean, attacked?
Well, they're gonna give me, they're gonna have a quiz card, and then I'm gonna attack you with them.
Oh.
At the same level, level
Wait.
0.
Wait, attack me, like throw them at me?
Well, it'll be a format of 3 questions, and then you'll have a time, and it'll be timed.
To answer the questions?
Yeah.
And
then when you make your own quiz cards, then I'll use them to attack the other student. Tanay.
Yep.
The parentheses. We need to fix those parentheses. Where does the print? There's no parentheses in front of print. You fix that.
Wait, in front of print?
Yeah, that doesn't go, parentheses doesn't go there. Okay. Okay. The code will work that way, but let's get rid of this space. Let's get rid of this space, okay? Okay.
Don't mind that sound. My brother's just playing downstairs.
Okay, no problem. Now, when you if you want to execute a code, all you have to do is drag go down the window, and you see this button that says visualize. You click on that. Visualize execution. Click on that.
Okay.
Click on it, and then it'll take us to this. Oops, let me just. So it'll take us to this side, and then if you click on the next button, I'll show you. If you click on the next button, it will execute the code. If you click on next, it'll execute each line at a time. Okay. So what happened on the right side, Tanay? Tanay, you're making me dizzy. Please. What happened on the right side?
It says lock equals 9.
Okay. So what is the computer doing? Inside the computer, what's happening?
What's happening is, well, it's understanding the code I made.
Right. So what did the computer do? What did you tell the computer to do?
I told it to basically print lock.
Well, before you could do that, what did you have to do?
Give lock a value, and then I just told it to print.
Right. So the way I would say is Tanay created a variable called lock, and he put the value 9 inside. And then in the next line, he told the computer to display or print a lock. Okay. So when we execute, what happens when I click next? What do you think is going to happen?
Nothing will happen. I don't know.
Nothing's going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay, something does happen. It's not much.
Okay.
Now in this box over here, this is our output box. Okay? This is our output box, okay? So every time we use a print command, something will get printed on this square over here. Okay?
Yeah, you mean rectangle, right?
Rectangle, I'm sorry, rectangle, right. Okay.
Huge, it's huge. Oh my God, what just happened?
Okay. Let's stick with lock. Okay, we have a lock, and then let's say we have lock 2. I'll make this log 0. Log 0. And let's do this. And then log 3. Okay. I want to swap 9 and 5. How do I do that in 3 steps, Tanay?
You want to swap.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Let me just Okay, how do we do that, Tanay? In 3 steps.
In 3 steps, it's just like, wait, swap the values 9 and 5. In 1 step, it's easy.
Right, in 1 step, but I'm asking you to do it in 3 steps. How do we do it in 3 steps?
Okay.
I want to swap 9 and 5. Don't worry about lock 2. We don't care what's in lock 2. It's temporary. I want 9 and 5 to swap positions. How do we do that? 3 steps.
Let me think. Log 0 equals log 2 equals log 9.
Type it out. It'll be easier if you type it out rather than trying to do it in your head. Tanay, you're not following the pattern. There's a pattern in Tanay.
Okay, now I remember.
You transpose the C and the K.
Oh yeah, I couldn't see that. Could you please move your mouse?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, right. There's a pattern.
I know.
It's a kata.
See. 2.
You broke the pattern. That's not the pattern.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. You're getting better at it. Okay, let's go back to the share. Let's go back to the share screen. Okay?
You mean on Zoom?
Yeah, Zoom. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go back to Zoom. Okay? Okay. I'm going to make the screen bigger because it's a little small right now. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to teach you a short rap, okay? Do you know how to rap, Tanay?
No.
No? Okay.
Wait. I know some rappers.
Some rappers.
Yeah,
okay.
rappers.
Okay, so I want you to, so this is your homework. This is one of the homework assignments. You need to memorize this rap, okay?
I remember.
Okay.
Wait, Master Hunt.
Yes?
Wait, was that a homework assignment for this week?
It's due, I forget, it's due Saturday or something? I don't know. What is the due
I
date?
already did it.
Well, it's the
And I handed it in as well.
okay, but you see, so I review everything. So you have to demonstrate proficiency. Okay. Okay. But this rap will help you to memorize the pattern because you're having a little bit difficulty remembering the pattern. Okay.
Yeah.
So repeat after me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a singer, but I'm going to do the best I can. Okay. It's a good memory tool because it helps you to remember when you could put something to a song or a beat. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah. So good. Yeah. You're 8 years old. So I know it's very natural to you. Okay. Z to the Y.
Z to the Y.
Come on. That's the best you can do. Z to the Y. Z to the
Z to
Y. Z to the Y. Let's put some beat into there. Z to the Y.
G to the Y.
Y to the X.
Y to the X.
X to the Z.
X to the Z.
Okay. Do you see there's a pattern?
Yeah.
You said it was a zigzag, right? I said it was a circle, right? Okay. So rap for me, Tanay.
Z to the Y. Y to the X. X to the Z.
And go back to the top.
Z to the Y. Y to the X. X to the Z.
Okay. You see that there's a pattern, right?
Yep.
Okay. You're always taking the last variable and you're putting in front of the next line, right? Z to the Y, Y to the X, X to the Z. And then when we go back up to the top, I put Z in the front, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of like a diagonal. They're going diagonal. X is
yeah.
Y is diagonal.
Well, you could either imagine it as a diagonal zigzag, or you could also think of it as a circle. Okay. Now the other rap you need to learn is very simple, right? X comma Y equals Y comma X. Tanay, if you could remember all this without me having to teach you a rap, I wouldn't teach you this rap. The only point of me teaching you this rap is because you kind of forget the pattern. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't have good memory.
Well, my job is to help you remember things, right?
Ow.
Okay, come on.
I got a splinter in me just before class. So
okay, sorry about that, but let's focus here. Okay, so what's the other rap?
The Z to the Y one or the other one?
The other one. You need to know both.
X comma Y equals Y comma X.
X comma Y equals Y comma X. And then let's go back to the top.
Z to the Y, Y to the X, X to the Z.
Can you do that without looking at the screen?
X.
Let's see if you can do it without looking at the screen.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
There's nothing for you to look at because I switched.
Z to the Y, Z to the Y, Y to the X, X to the Z. Y comma X equals X comma Y.
One more time.
Z comma, wait.
You're getting mixed up.
Z to the Y.
Z to the Y.
Y to the X.
Y to the X.
X to the Z.
X to the Z.
X comma Y equals Y comma X.
Okay. Do you think that helped you at all? Okay. It's easy to remember. It's easy to remember the X comma. Okay. The X comma. Okay. Okay, let's go back to Python Tutor. Okay, now you know what? I'm sorry. Let's. I'm gonna execute your code. Go back to the Python. Back to the Python Tutor tab, please.
Okay.
Okay. So if your code is correct, then what should lock 0 and lock 1 be after I execute all the lines of code?
We log 0 and lock 1.
Lock 0 and lock 1. What should be inside of them after I do the swap?
Log 0 would be 5 and log 1 would be 9.
Okay, so I'll just quickly step through it. So line 4, 5, and 6, they create the variables lock 0, lock 1, lock 2. And then after line 7, what happens to lock 0?
It turns into 5.
It turns into 5, okay? Wait a minute, I think there's something wrong.
Wait, no, it doesn't.
Oops, we lost 9.
We did?
Uh-oh.
Wait, how did we get 3? That doesn't
We
make
lost
sense.
9, okay.
How
So what do we need to fix here? What do we need to fix here, Tanay? What should, line 7, what should actually, instead of lock 0, what should it actually be?
Lock.
Let's fix that, Tanay.
I don't know.
In this context, what is Z? What is X, Y, and Z? What is X, Y, and Z?
X is lock 1, Y is lock 2, and log 0.
What is, no, okay, I think you jumbled it up. What is Z?
Log
Which
0.
one of, no.
What?
I told you to, look, what does it say? Swap the values 9 and 5.
Oh, log 2.
Lock 2 is, I don't care what you do with 3. So what is line 7 supposed to look like? If lock 2 is the Z.
Log 2 and log.
Let's fix it.
2 and log 0
Okay,
should
so you
switch.
need to fix it because you need to
Log
follow that pattern.
Log 2 and log 0 should
Z.
switch.
Okay,
Wait.
well, show me. Do it.
Okay.
Z to the Y, Y to the X, X to the Z, okay? It's a pattern, okay? In coding, we have lots of patterns, okay? Once you learn the pattern, then it's actually pretty easy, okay?
That's it. No, wait.
Okay, right, very good, okay. Right, lock 2 is the Z, right? Z, well, this is a different pattern, but it's pretty much the same. So in this situation, it would be Z to the what?
Z to the Y.
No.
Z to the X.
What is lock 0?
Log 0 is X.
X. What is lock 1?
Y.
What is lock 2?
Z.
Z, okay? So this is the difficult part. The difficult part is that the pattern, right? The pattern, the zigzag, right? The zigzag or the circle, the pattern, it doesn't it doesn't matter what you call the different parts of the pattern. They can change. Do you understand that?
Wait, the different parts of the pattern.
It's like a song, right?
Yeah.
So like I sing a song, I say, one day Tanay found a loot box in the street, right?
Okay.
That's a pattern, right?
Yeah.
But it's like Mad Libs, right? So I could say, one day Mary found $1 in the school, right? There's a pattern, right?
One day Mary found $1 in the school.
Right.
That's not a pattern.
No, but I'm saying, you see, you're taking everything literally, right? If there's a video game, right?
Yeah.
The player or the hero, right? Does it make sense for me to make a video game where the hero can only be a boy?
No.
Because then all these other girls who want to play the video game, they'll say, "Oh, I don't want to play the video game. You can only be a boy in the video game, right?" What would make better sense? How would I make more money? In other words.
To make the game so you can make your own character.
Right, make your own character, right? So the character is a variable in the game, right? It can be whatever you want it to be, right? Many games will allow you to change not all games, but many games will allow you to change the hero, the player, the hero, your character. Yeah, you change the gender, the hair, the color, the equipment, the skills, the class, right? If you were playing Super Smash Brothers and you could only play one character in the game all the time, you wouldn't want to play that game, right?
That would suck.
It sucks, right? Okay.
Because you can only be one character.
Yeah, well, that's right.
What's the point? You're just battling with one character.
But the game hasn't changed, right?
Huh?
The game really hasn't changed. You're still doing the same thing in the game, right? You're fighting other characters, right?
Yeah, but how can you fight other characters when there's only one?
Right, very good. So the game has to have more than one characters, right? And you should be allowed to change your character, right? You don't want to always be the same character. So the thing here is that in coding, we're learning patterns, but the value in the pattern is that it allows you to change the different parts. Okay. So instead of a Z, X, Y, and Z, you can use different names, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a hammer, right? If you have a hammer, would it make sense that you can only hammer one kind of nail?
No.
No. The hammer, what's useful about a hammer is you can use the hammer to nail many different kinds of nails. Small nails, big nails. What?
There's different kinds of nails.
Different kind of, you know how many different kinds of nails are? There are millions different kinds of nails, right? So in learning to code, you need to think at a higher level, okay? The Z, X, Y, and Z, they just help you to learn a pattern, okay? Right? So then you have to learn how to translate that pattern into a different context. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
So I'm giving you a hammer, but if you tell me, Master Hun, I can only hammer this kind of nails, then that makes no sense. Okay? I teach you how to use a hammer, and then you can nail a whole bunch of different kind of nails with the hammer. Okay? Big nails, small nails, short nails, long nails, right? But once I teach you how to hammer, then you should be able to hammer all kinds of different nails, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get you to do here, okay? And it is difficult because we're talking about things that we can't touch or see, okay? Okay.
Because code is an abstraction.
This is right, very good. I'm gonna give you 10 points for that.
That's 30 points.
That's the hard part. Whoa. I'm not giving them out like sprinkles, okay? That's the difficult part because coding is an abstraction. It's all an abstraction. Okay? So it's very difficult to understand, okay? So I have to use a lot of different tricks to help you. What? Where is this thing? Okay. Give you 10. Okay. Yeah, coding is an abstraction. Very good. Okay. Okay, Tanay, this is the easy part. So how do we swap values 9 and 5 in one line of code? Hello, are you still there, Tanay?
Yeah.
How do we do in one line of code? I want to swap 9 and 5. Again, Tanay, if you can't master the previous material, then I have to keep repeating myself. I have to keep quizzing you. Okay? Well, you put a space in there that shouldn't be there today. Because the Python interpreter is going to get confused. Okay. 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 I also need you to practice typing, okay? Because I think you're hunting and pecking right now, right?
Huh?
You're hunting and pecking. You're like using one finger like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to, we'll work on it. We'll work. It's okay.
I'm not really good at typing. My mom gave me this typing class. Like
Okay,
this.
Tanay, I need to finish the problem first, okay?
Right.
Let's focus. Something's missing. The Python interpreter is going blah, 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 blah. Okay, very good. The Python interpreter is the computer. It's talking to the computer. Computer's not smart. You have to, right, very good. Execute the code, okay. Just go to last. Just click last. Okay. So is the code working correctly?
Yes.
Okay, who actually swapped the 5 and 9? Did you do that?
No, the computer.
No, the computer did that. Okay, very good. Okay, let me I'll give you 5 for that.
5
That's
points?
the easy part. Well, that's the easy part. You already know how to do that.
Wait, Master Han, I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Wait,
Okay.
I got points.
Okay, let's go back to Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so next Monday, I want you to memorize this rap for me, okay?
Yep.
And also, I have a video. I want you to watch this video, the FizzBuzz problem. I have it in the classroom. It's assigned to you. So watch that video. Now
you
again,
already told me to watch this FizzBuzz video.
I'm sorry?
You already told me to watch the FizzBuzz video.
Okay, but watching the video by itself is not the point. The point is that you should be able to answer these questions. And I'm going to be assuming you're going to have questions for me, okay? Again, I've told you, don't tell this to anybody else, right? Except you and your mother, right? So I've told you, right? You are my student, right? You are my priority, okay? You're the first person.
What does that mean, the first person?
If 10 so if I get 3 emails, who do I give priority to?
Me? Wait, you get 3 emails.
If I get 3, if 3 students are asking me questions, can I answer all 3 questions at the same time?
No.
No.
I have to answer one. You have to answer like
I don't have to. Well, I don't have to do anything really, but I'm telling you, I'm going to give you priority. I will answer your question first. Okay. I give you priority. Okay. Because the other students are not really my students. They belong to the academies. Okay. I didn't get those students. I never met the parents. I don't know who the parents are. I have no relationship with them. Okay. I have a relationship. I've talked to your mother several times. I have a relationship with her. Okay. Tanay, please focus.
Okay.
Don't make me take away your experience points. Okay. Okay. So there's questions here. How do you play FizzBuzz? How do you find or declare a function in Python? How do you code a constant variable in Python? How do you call functions in Python? How do you code a simple for loop in Python? Okay. Now, I don't expect you to understand everything, but I do expect you to have some questions for me. Okay.
Okay. All of those questions are my questions. Could you please answer them?
Well, let's start one. No, well, you're watching the video to be able to answer these questions. Okay. But if you need a further explanation, then you need to ask another question. You're trying to do a shortcut today. There are no shortcuts here, okay? Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
Hello?
So I have to watch the video. I have to rewatch the video.
Well, you know what? I'm not asking you to, of course, I'm not expecting you to understand everything all at one time. Okay.
Ow.
Okay, another thing that you're expected to, in order to achieve, okay, I'm sorry, level 0, once, I'm gonna be putting together level 0 test, and then, so I'm thinking it'll be 10 questions. So if you get 8 out of the 10 questions, then I'll promote you to level 0, because you need to get to level 0 before you can get to level 1, okay?
I know.
Now, one of the things that you need to understand is the concept of modulus. Did I go over that with you yet or no?
Yep.
I did, okay.
Wait, so modulus?
What is modulus? Yeah, what is modulus again? Tell me.
Modulus is kind of like division.
Yeah, kind of like division. What's a better word to describe, excuse me, modulus?
I don't know. I forgot.
Remainder.
Oh yeah, the remainders.
The remainder, okay.
Yeah, modulus is a remainder. Like 15 modulus 15 is equals 15.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, z. And what is the symbol we use to represent modulus?
An R?
Tanay, please don't do that.
I
Tanay,
can't remember.
let's sit up correctly, please.
Okay.
What is the symbol we use to represent modulus, Tanay?
An R?
Not R.
No.
Good guess, not R. Look at your keyboard. What is the symbol we use to represent modulus?
Remainder.
If you can't answer this question, I can't level you up to level 0, okay? If you want to write it down in your note somewhere, you're more than welcome to, of course. What is the symbol we use to represent modulus?
A colon.
No, not colon.
A dash?
What is this? Well, I'm sorry, what?
A dash?
Not the dash. It's like a slash, but it has extra stuff in it.
Oh,
look.
Like
If we do this, what does the slash represent?
X/Y.
What does that represent? What does that tell the computer to do?
X modulus Y.
No, that's division. If I divide 9 by 5, if I divide x by 7, what do I get?
One modulus 4.
Well, we get a fraction. It's 1.8. X divided by 9 divided by 5, or x divided by y, is equal to 1.8. Okay, because you can put 5 into 9 1.8 times.
Wait. So the symbol for
the symbol for modulus is the percentage sign.
Is okay. What sign?
The percentage sign.
Oh.
So that represents modulus in Python. Okay.
So
what is 9 modulus 5?
Should I go back to the Python Tutor?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Python Tutor. Yes. Go back to. I'm sorry. Go back to Python Tutor. So what is x modulus y in this situation?
X modulus y is 1.8 million.
No, I can't be. You're confused with division. This is modulus, not division.
9 remainder 5.
Right. 9 remainder 5 would be what? How many times can 5 go into 9?
1 time.
1 time. And then what would the remainder be?
The answer is 4.
4, right, 4. Very good. So it'd be 4, okay? So what was the output here on the right side? What's that output?
The answer.
Right,
4.
which is what?
4.
4. Okay.
Times 1 million.
Okay. Let's go with a bigger number. 111.
Oh my God.
And 3. Okay. Do you have any idea what the remainder would be? I already know the answer, but
oh my
you know what the remainder would be?
No.
It'd be 0.
What?
Because 111, you can divide 111 by 3 evenly. There won't be any remainder.
Wait, because 111 is a prime number.
Something like that. Well, no, it's not a. Is it a prime number?
Yeah, 11 is a prime number, so why not
But it's
100?
prime number has to be only divisible by itself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that can't be a prime
Oh,
number.
and 1. It can only be divisible by 1 and itself.
Right, 1 itself. Okay. So basically what it is if you add the ones, if you have a number that only has ones inside in it, if you add them together and it's and if it's divisible by 3, so 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, right?
1
So
plus
3
1.
is divisible by 3. So
Yeah.
any number that's has
3 is prime. That's what you're trying to say.
well, 3 5s won't work. 3 5s won't work because that's not because that's that wouldn't because that wouldn't be divisible by 3. So let's try that. So I have 5 ones, right? 1 1 1 1 1.
That's a lot of ones.
That's a lot of ones, right? Now, oops. Okay, the remainder is 2, so it's not evenly divisible by 3.
The remainder is
Okay.
2, so it's not even.
Yeah, so if the remainder is 0, the remainder is 0 when the number is evenly divisible by 3. Okay, so let's start simple, right? If we have the number 6, right? What's the remainder?
0.
0, because 3 goes into 6 2 times, then there's no remainder, right? Okay. Now, modulus, right, is not the kind of math we do in the normal life, but I don't have time today, or it's not possible. It's not possible because I don't really teach math, right? So it's not possible to actually show you exactly. So you have to kind of believe me, just base it on faith, okay? So in order to keep secrets on the internet, now if your mother wants to buy something on the internet, and then she has to give her credit card number, right? She doesn't want anybody else to see that credit card number except Amazon, right? Now everything on the internet, I'm sorry?
Or else whatever she's buying from doesn't necessarily.
Well, someone could steal a credit card number, right? You don't want that. You don't want that to happen, right?
No.
So everything on the internet is not hidden. Everyone can see everything in all the messages. If you think of the internet as computers sending envelopes with information inside of it to each other super fast, but those envelopes, anyone can open those envelopes and see inside. So what do you think has to happen to that information before you send it to Amazon or eBay or anywhere? What does the computer have to do to that information?
Like lock it up, make it unhackable.
Right. It has to scramble it, right? You can't really lock it. What it does is scrambles that information. Okay. So that even if you did look at it, it wouldn't make any sense to you. It would be just jumbled letters and numbers, and it just wouldn't make any sense. Okay.
Would it be binary?
It's well, everything the computer only understands binary. Okay. So it would be in binary, but when it gets translated into characters, letters and numbers, it wouldn't make any sense to you because the computer is scrambling it up. In order for the computer to do that, the software, it uses modulus in a very sophisticated way, not in the simple way, but it does modulus math. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
So it's important for you to understand modulus, because even though you are not going to be, even though you're not going to actually be doing any encryption software, you'll see that modulus is very useful because it allows you to do a lot of tricks that helps you solve problems. So it's like I'm teaching you how to use another tool in a toolbox. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, like modulus is a wrench and division is a hammer.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Okay. So it's another, and the other thing is that you need to understand modulus to understand FizzBuzz. Okay. In order to make the let's go back to the share. I'm sorry, Zoom. Let's go back to Zoom. So I have, so I already coded FizzBuzz code, because honestly, human beings are not good at FizzBuzz. Okay. The only way you actually play FizzBuzz is you have to memorize. Okay. So we'll finish today by playing some FizzBuzz. Okay. Now, how do we know? How do we know when we've messed up? So I have the program here that will help us to do that. Okay. Now let me show you. So the computer does all the work. So we started 1, and then it just counts up for me. Okay, look.
Hey, cool.
You see this?
Wait, do I have to type anything?
No. Look here. I can even punch in a different number, and I can have it tell me whether it's, so 111. What is that, Tanay?
23.
No.
That's what it said.
Is 111 FizzBuzz or FizzBuzz? What is 111? We did it before. You forgot? Okay, yes. So when I click on the check button.
It's Fizz.
No, it's not Fizz. No.
It's Fizz.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. So when I click on the check button, what does it tell me?
It tells you whether it is Fizz, Buzz.
So when I click on the check button, what should it tell me? When I click on the check button, what should it tell me?
It should tell you whether it's Fizz, Buzz.
Well, what is it going to tell me?
Fizz.
Right, because okay, Fizz, right? You see? Okay. And then the reset button, it just goes back to 1. Okay? So I'll start, okay? 1. Now it's your turn. 1. Hello,
2.
Tanay, you there? 2, okay. Fizz.
4.
Buzz.
6.
Oh! Wow. Kablowy. Okay, let's try again. I'll let you go. I'll let you start.
1.
2.
Fizz.
4.
Buzz.
Fizz.
7.
8.
Fizz.
Buzz.
11.
Fizz.
13.
14.
FizzBuzz.
Okay, very good. 16.
17.
Okay, very good. Fizz.
19.
Buzz.
21.
Oh! You forgot 21 is 7 times 3?
I have forgotten the way of the Jedi.
Okay. We'll play one more and then we'll be done. Okay. I'll start. 1.
2.
Fizz.
4.
Buzz.
4. Oh wait, no, 5.
No, I was 5. I was Buzz.
Let's
try again. You're not focusing. 1.
2.
Fizz.
4.
Buzz.
6.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a link to this. I'll send you a link to this webpage, so you can practice by yourself. Okay. You have to keep in mind that the code that's in here, it's actually in JavaScript, so it's not Python, it's JavaScript. Okay?
This is the Python
But I'll
class.
send you a link to it so you can actually run the code yourself, okay?
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Okay, so it's important for you, the FizzBuzz. It's a very common coding interview question, okay? So the idea is, I mean, the reason I'm teaching you is not so that you can go on a coding interview and then take this test and code FizzBuzz, but the idea is that if you want to hire a coder, right? This is an easy way to screen out lots of bad coders. Because 95, if you go online, you can read about FizzBuzz, and sadly, 95%, most coders who are professional coders, do they know what FizzBuzz is? Guess. Do you think they know what
No.
FizzBuzz is?
No. No.
No.
Nope.
So
Not
this
at
is a
all.
really good way to know if the coder is like the best or just mediocre. Okay. I'm not
Like,
saying that a coder that doesn't know FizzBuzz is a bad coder, but I
cause
would
some of
say,
the coders in Apple maybe have like
well,
zero.
especially at companies like Apple, Google, and Facebook and Netflix,
Mhm.
the standards they have for their coders are very, very high. So if the coder, so in the coding interview, if you didn't know what FizzBuzz was, they would say, "Oh, thank you for coming. We'll call you. Don't call us. Adios." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Really,
the reason why I'm teaching this to you is so that
like,
uh, that if you wanted to hire a coder, right?
yeah.
You would have a tool in your toolbox to be able to accurately tell whether this coder was any good or not. I'm not saying that your coding interview you would like test somebody on this alone, but it would be one of the questions you'd want to ask. And typically a coder that knows FizzBuzz and knows how to code FizzBuzz is one that is probably in the top, 5% of coders.
Do
Do you
you
think
know how
that's
to code
useful?
FizzBuzz?
Do you think that's useful to know?
Yeah. Well, you obviously know how to code FizzBuzz. The code is right there.
Well, no. Well, that's the whole thing. Is that the funny thing is that any of these coders can go online and memorize this, but 95% of them don't bother to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is a very common, even though it's well known that this is a very common coding interview question. A lot of coders, they just don't bother. What does that tell you about them, Tanay?
That they either already know FizzBuzz or they're really bad.
Okay, right, very good. Okay, it's one of the questions you can ask, and it's
Do
an
you know
easy
FizzBuzz?
question, and you can easily find this online, so you could like have a copy of it yourself. Again, like my goal is not to teach you to be a soldier. My goal is to teach you to be a what?
Wait, Michael?
Do you think my goal is to teach you to be a soldier? What is my goal? I'm teaching you to be a what?
A coder.
No, not a, well, let's, yeah, I want to teach you coding skills, but but am I what do I is my goal to teach you to be a soldier or what? What am I trying to teach you to be? What's the
Um,
what's above a soldier?
uh, a coder.
No.
I don't know. My only answer is coder. That's my only answer.
Okay, so who leads the soldiers?
The admiral guy?
Well, that would be a sailor, but okay, admiral. Okay, so general, right? A general admiral. So I'm trying to teach you to be a general, a leader. Okay. Your mother is a leader. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know
She gives orders to the person that gives orders to the coders. Did you know that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, she doesn't even talk to the coders. She talks to the leader of the coders who tells the coders what to do. So she's kind of like a general. Okay?
Okay.
Your mother wants you to be a general.
But why?
Well, I mean, you can be a general or not be a general, but if you want to be a general, okay, if you want to just be a coder, a soldier, that's fine. But if you want to be a general, that's what I'm trying to teach you to do.
Okay.
Okay?
Anyway.
Okay. Okay, so what's your homework?
Rewatch the FizzBuzz video and understand
Have
the
some
question.
questions for me. Before you should have some questions for me, okay?
Okay.
And what else?
And that.
Oh, by the way, you did that presentation for your father? Father?
Yeah, I did it for them both this morning.
Okay. Okay. So what else I want you to watch the video, have questions for me. Post it, you can post it here on the stream in the classroom, Google Classroom. And what else do I want you to do?
So do the FizzBuzz problem.
Well, watch the video, have questions for me.
And see that link in the Google Classroom.
Right.
Play around with the code.
Right. And what else?
I think that's it.
No.
I don't remember anything else.
Okay. What I want you to learn what? Learn the. I taught it to you today.
Oh,
Z
that
to the Y, Y to the X,
wrap.
X to the Z, X comma Y equals
The
Y
wrap.
comma X. It's not the best rap in the world, but you know, the point is not for you to learn how to rap.
It's for me to learn how to code.
Right. But learning this rap will help you because it's, I put it into a kind of like a song that's easy to remember. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, take care, okay?
Okay. See you, Master Han.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.